Mount Sinai has everything I needed within this clinical cardiovascular track. I went around the country and I applied to different programs, and yet this program really stood out for me. It had all the components of what it takes to create a clinical cardiologist.
For over half a century, Mount Sinai has been home to luminaries in the cardiovascular field. The two general cardiology training programs at the Mount Sinai Hospital, designated the academic and clinical track programs, offer overlapping but distinct educational experiences.
This clinical cardiovascular track was everything to me. It had a very strong tertiary care center with some of the biggest thought leaders in the country within cardiology, as well as a city hospital.
Training in the clinical program, although based at Mount Sinai Hospital, is broadened by experiences at the City Hospital Center in Elmhurst, Queens, the crown jewel of the New York City public hospital system, which gained national recognition as the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic. Serving the world's most ethnically diverse community, Elmhurst provides on-site support for native speakers of over 90 languages and unmatched clinical experience.
This program gives you the best of all worlds. It combines two worlds that can be very difficult to sometimes see the middle ground in. It gives us a sense of how we can practice in the community as well as a large academic center.
At Mount Sinai, Dr. Valentin Fuster, editor-in-chief of JACC and arguably today's leading cardiologist, oversees the cardiovascular clinical and research programs.
The philosophy is to find out the talent of each student, and the goal is to focus and to enhance such talent, and this is what we do. Some of you will be academically oriented. Some of you may go into private practice. Once you are recruited, we want to enhance your talent, and this is one goal that we all have.
From our first year, we really focus on the basics of cardiology. We want everyone to have a strong foundation in doing consults, taking care of patients in the critical care unit, as well as getting a good foundation of echocardiography and nuclear cardiography.
At Mount Sinai, trainees are exposed to advanced technologies and learn from leading experts in every cardiovascular subdiscipline. Clinical rotations involve interactions with advanced fellows in interventional cardiology, structural heart disease, electrophysiology, heart transplantation, multimodality imaging, and many others.
Second and third year of fellowship, we start to tease out where we want to go within cardiology, whether that be in non-invasive cardiology, focusing on imaging modalities as well as consults, or focusing on a different subspecialty such as interventional cardiology, spending more time in the cath lab, figuring out how we do procedures such as PCIs, being able to participate in TAVRs and mitral clips, being in the electrophysiology lab, learning how to do an EP study, seeing how to implant a pacemaker.
At Elmhurst, clinical fellows assume responsibilities and hone skills through direct participation in procedures such as primary angioplasty for patients with acute coronary syndromes that would generally be unavailable at this stage of training.
It's not uncommon for us to see patients who haven't really touched down in the healthcare system before. So sometimes we've diagnosed congenital diseases in adult patients, or we will see very severe disease that has gone untreated for a really long time. And we get to move those patients from Elmhurst to Mount Sinai, and we follow them at the Sinai location as well. And so it's really great continuity of care that's hard to get at all of the institutions.
Our fellowship is a very close-knit group of 12 fellows. Without them, I wouldn't have the support to be a general cardiology fellow, but with them, we are able to accomplish so much.
At the end of your fellowship, you will be able to go in the pathway that we all enhance, the pathway of your talent.
They have become a family after 3 years of being here. They have truly helped me become the physician that I am today.